Welcome back. Today's video is all about condos in Kiln Creek. So the larger subdivision of Kiln Creek really has two different types of condos in it. We have a couple neighborhoods that are made up of more like apartment style condos, then others that are kind of these quads with 4 units all put together. And so today's video is going to focus on more the apartment style condos. We're going to go check out 3 different neighborhoods so you can get a good feel for each of them. So stick around and we'll get right to it. Alrighty, we're going to start over on the York County side of Kiln Creek, and we're in Eagle Sound. And this is a neighborhood made up of 138 homes, most of which are 2-bed, 2-bath homes that are single-story. There are some 2-story in here as well. You're going to see some square footage ranges here from 1,070 to 1,344, and even a couple of 1,500 square foot units. But, you know, the vast majority of homes in here are selling in the 170 to 180 range. So for example, 525 Ironwood up here, currently pending with a list price of 175. We'll see what it closes at, but that sounds about right for this neighborhood, really just right in that wheelhouse. You know, and these are condos. And, you know, I mentioned earlier, I said apartment style. You know, I didn't mean like the big buildings where you would go into an elevator, just in more the sense that they're not really townhouses. They're stacked units on top of each other. So I guess maybe garden style might be a better descriptor. But in this neighborhood, you know, you do have some condo dues that are a little bit expensive. They're $384 a month. So you have the $102, $104 Kiln Creek HOA due on top of the condo due. So that gets you up to into the high 300s. You know, we've also got another one behind me here at 611 right here. So this one closed recently at 175 too. It's another 2-bed, 2-bath, really popular layout, 1,108 square feet. So you are going to get kind of this single-story, really easy lifestyle within the community. You know, we're really close to the York County entrance on Victory. So really you can just kind of come right into this community right off the road. It's super easy. Kiln Creek Park is right across the street, so like the intro to this video where we did the intro, that playground, that's right across the street, so that you kind of get that nice, unique setup there too, where you know, if you want to go to the soccer fields, you want to go to the playground, the basketball courts that are over there, you can go do that. You can just walk right across the street and do that. You know, and then units in this neighborhood, there's usually 1 or 2 for sale. So like right now there are 2 in the neighborhood that are both under contract, but only 3 have sold in the last, I think, 4 months. So it's been a little slower in here. It's kind of unique, but one of the things I do like about this neighborhood as well is it does have its own pool. So not all of the neighborhoods in Kiln Creek have their own pool. And so for this one to have a private pool that's kind of located right here in the center of the neighborhood, that's pretty special because, you know, the other bigger ones in the neighborhood can get pretty busy. So to just have this private one, people from the other neighborhoods don't really come into this one to use it. So it's pretty cool. And then all of the homes back here, all of these ones run along the water. There's a long retention pond that's got to be about, I don't know, 200 or 300 yards long. Those will those back up to the water, so you can get some places with a water view. And most of the units have, you know, either a balcony or a small patio up back where you can set up some chairs, watch the water, a couple of public gazebos that nobody uses. But you know, this is really just a neighborhood that is really popular for a lot of like young professionals or people who don't want to do stairs anymore. If you can get one of the first floor units here, they're straight walk-ins, so no stairs involved whatsoever. So overall, really good community. A few of them actually even have a golf course view, so that's really nice. But again, 2-bed, 2-bath units, you know, 1,100, 1,300 square feet, very reasonably sized. 170 to 180,000 is what you're going to get here, and convenient just to head out to Victory, shoot over to Walmart, to Kroger, to, you know, cafe at Starbucks or Persnickety Crane. So really convenient location, easy to get to the highway, and pretty much just enjoy everything that Kiln Creek has to offer in probably about the simplest way possible. Right, well now we're over on the Newport News side of Kiln Creek to look at some of the condos, and we're in a neighborhood called Windbrook. And so as you can see, these are 3-story, all walk-up condos. So if you don't want to do stairs, you're gonna have to try and get one of these first floor units, but really this whole neighborhood is just this building and that building. So this is not a big neighborhood. It's only 38 units, and these are all small. They're all about 1,000 square feet. I think the smallest is actually 954, and the largest is 1,000 square feet. So they're all just small, single-family units. Single level units, not single family. Single level homes that really, this is your least expensive way to get into Kiln Creek. So there's a 1-bed, 1-bath unit in here. I think it's 305. That sold for $103,000. So 1 bed, 1 bath, 954 square feet, and that only sold for $103,000. Now this neighborhood does have $365 a month condo dues, so that's going to bump you up a bit. But this is by far and away the least expensive way to own a home here in Kiln Creek. And then we had another one, unit 105 in this neighborhood. Now that's a 2-bed, 2 full bath home, and that sold for $127,000. So you can see, like, there is a bit of a price range difference, but it's not crazy. And so for what you get, it's a good deal. It's how you can get into this neighborhood with all the amenities and really kind of enjoy getting to live here in Kiln Creek. Now, you know, you are kind of facing the main road here. I don't know if you can hear the people driving by, but it is, you know, pretty close. So if you're on these front facing, you know, if you're out on the balcony front facing, it's going to be a little noisy, but not the end of the world. But overall, fairly inexpensive. At least your purchase price is going to be really low. That condo due certainly bumps it up a little bit, but relatively inexpensive. Single floor living, you know, if you can do the stairs in the upper ones, those are great too. You know, in these 1-bed, 1-bath, 2-bed, 2-bath, and then 2-bed, 1.5 bath units are available throughout, but they're all really going to be right around that 1,000 square feet size. All right, guys, that's an easy one. Small neighborhood. We didn't even have to walk around any for you to see the whole thing. So we're going to finish up here, and then we'll head to our third and final community. All right, well, we're going to finish up in our final neighborhood called the Cascades. And so this is a development that is 66 homes. And soon as you look at it, you can see the big difference. A lot of these have garages. So that is one of the big selling points for this neighborhood. And it is considered probably a little bit more of a higher end neighborhood than the last community we were at, even though the homes are pretty similar size. So you're looking at some 1-bed, 1-bath homes in here for, you know, that are going to sell in the 145, 155 kind of range, and then upwards to the 2-bed, 2-bath with the garage that may sell for in the 170 to 185 range. So you're going to have some different options in here, but I think, again, this is another spot where you can get a single floor unit, especially if we want to be on the first floor, because you can just walk right in and easy living. In fact, I have a client who's in one of the first floor units here because she doesn't want to do stairs anymore. But you can see if you want to get to one of the upper units, you better be ready to take the stairs. But this community is located pretty far down onto Brick Kiln, pretty close to Jefferson. So that's going to put you really close to, you know, Home Depot and Lowe's, which you may not need as much if you're in a condo, but also things like Trader Joe's and Kirkland's and Panera and Starbucks and all sorts of things that you have out on Jefferson, and super easy access to the highway, or if you need to shoot up to the Williamsburg area, you can do that really easily from Jefferson as well. So behind me is one of the units in this building, 747 here. One sold, there was a 2-bed, 2-bath, and it recently sold for $180. So that's going to be really right in the wheelhouse of where they're going for now. I think there's one pending right now at $185. So they might be a little bit higher than that. But the units in here have actually been selling pretty good lately, since there's only 66 of them, and 10 of them have sold, including 2 that are currently under contract, in the last 6 months. So I think we're seeing some turnover in this neighborhood. And if we can get this turned around right now, you'll also see, sorry for the bad camera work, There's a 1-bed, 1-bath over here that sold for $156, and it's only like 850 something square feet. So you can get a very small, manageable place, but the bigger one, the 2-bed, 2-bath, that's 1,150 square feet. So you're not looking at a really big neighborhood. You know, in fact, us just walking around, again, be able to see pretty much the whole place just walking around. But you know, this is a quieter neighborhood. They're a little bit more expensive. The condo dues in here are really what keep a lot of people out. They're now up to $400 a month total. So you are really looking at, you know, I mean, I know the other ones were expensive too, $384 and $365, and now this one's $400. So the condos in Kiln Creek will get you with their association dues. You know, some of these have a beautiful water view. So, you know, you're going to get good quality in here. It's a really easy, quiet place to live. Plenty of visitor parking, but just really simplistic, easy living. I think the layouts are good. And then some of them that are considered 1 bedroom, they actually have a bonus room in the back that I think a lot of other people add a closet to and call it a 2nd bedroom, or sometimes just call it a 2nd bedroom for listing the house just because. But this is an easy, convenient neighborhood. A little more expensive than the last one we were in, but I do think that you're going to get a little bit better of a place here in this neighborhood than the last. And really just up to you to pick, you know, what price point you want to be at, and then which neighborhood works best, which amenities are important to you. If you don't need the pool, then you don't need to be at our first neighborhood. You know, you could be over here. So these are, that's our 3rd neighborhood, and we're gonna wrap it up for the day. Alrighty, well, those are our 3 condo neighborhoods in Kiln Creek. If you have any comments or questions, please leave those below. And of course, our contact information is below as well, so you can just reach out directly too. And of course, my team and I are on standby, waiting to help you with a home purchase or sale anywhere here in Kiln Creek or in the Greater Hampton Roads area. Do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and then share any of these videos with any friends or family who you know may be looking to make a move to the area. Again, my name is David Tortellini. I'm with eXp Realty. Thanks so much for watching.